Yeah, yeah, man. Hello, what's up? What's up? Good morning. What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to this fine Monday edition of BS with Hannas. That's me, Nikki Hannas. I'm out here on YouTube. The whole premise of this show is a little morning talk show. I like to wake up and take a nice walk. I walk and I ponder. Come out here and read some good stuff. I'll talk to the people. I'll get done here, go lift some weights. Then we got to go to work. Then we got to do the things that we got to do. And yes, sir, happy Monday. We're back into the week. A fine Monday, a cold Monday. It's December. It's Christmas season officially. I'm here for it. It's beautiful. Today was one of those days where I'm taking my walk and I didn't want to stop walking, man. I wanted to just keep going. I wish I had the time to do so, but that's okay. As I'm sitting around here reading, I'm just enjoying it, just content, just comfortable. I wish I didn't have to stop to do this, but that's okay. Doing what we got to do, enjoying what it is I want to do. And I'm sure once I'm about 5 minutes in here and I start yapping, I'm not going to want to shut up either. You know what I mean? But that's okay. What's up, Jerome? Right in the chat. GM Beyond, yeah, buddy. Happy Monday. Yeah, I'm beat up today, though, man. I'm fucking exhausted. I was supposed to have a motherfucking Sunday sesh last night with my man Cletus, but he bailed. That's okay. It's all good in the hood, dude. Like I said, there's things that we got to do. I wish I could just do everything we want to at all times. But that's a goal to be achieved. It's silly, you know. Just because I want to do something, I do a lot of things just because I want to do them. People do that. People do things without rhyme or reason. It's not always logical. It's not always rational. It's definitely not always even in our best interests. Sometimes it's very simple. Just why'd you do that thing? I wanted to. You know, why'd you leave your keys up on the table? You wanted to. Sometimes it's just simple like that. And other times you want to do something and, you know, just can't happen. It's just not in the cards for that particular moment. But that's all good, dude. Plus, I was up late at my job. I got to do inventory on the last night of the month. And that's usually one of those things where I don't want to go in there while people are still working. So I wait till late when the shop's all closed down and then just go bang it out. Keeps me up late, though. And then sometimes it's just like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, man, I'm feeling it today, dog. It's a Monday. But fuck that. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for that case of the Mondays. You know? Shit. And that's the balance. That's the balance. You got to keep it unbalanced. Just stay high energy the best we can. Don't really matter if I'm beat up or tired or fucking whatever. You know, there's things that I got to do. And if I want to come out here and talk to the people, it means I need to go walk around a little bit first, get my mind right, almost like I'm a self-fashioned philosopher or something to that effect. You know, it means I got to exert myself to read some pages and have something to bring, you know. It's funny, one of my morning readings today was about that very thing. I wish, you know, it deals with the idea of the power of the words we say. Abracadabra. So you say it, you speak things into existence. I think that's what abracadabra actually means. You know, it's like to speak it into existence, dude. The words have power. That's kind of why I've been thinking about my profanity. I don't even think about it. It's motherfuck this, F and A that, piece of shit, the other thing. I wish. You know, the reading today, 365 Days with Self-Discipline by Martin Meadows. It deals with that idea of I wish, and that a lot of people, when they use the phrase I wish, it's just a way of like mentally almost pillowing yourself. Mentally just kind of justifying, oh, I wish I had $1 million. And as long as you just keep wishing for it, that function of your thoughts and speaking that, as long as you say that you wish for something, it almost kind of justifies a lack of action towards attainment of that thing. You know, I'm very guilty of that. I don't know how true that is necessarily, but I'm very guilty of that sometimes, man. You know, man, I wish I didn't have to go to work. Man, I wish I could just sleep a little longer. Well, you know, fill in the blanks. Yeah, you can wish for it all you want, but tough shit. Sometimes that just ain't how life is. And I was thinking about that today, man. I'm like, damn, I wish I could just fucking Keep walking. It's such a beautiful day out here, dude. I'm feeling great. It's just a fucking beautiful morning, and I just want to be here enjoying it. I wish I could. Well, you can't, so shut up. You know, man, I wish I didn't have to fucking eventually go to work so I could just enjoy my morning things that I do. Well, that ain't where you're at in life yet, son. You ain't positioned that way. So you just got to do it. No point in wishing. And I guess if you wish for things, if there's things that we really deeply wish for, I suppose it is incumbent on us to strive for them and work for them and, as necessary, grind away for them. I guess that's where self development and fucking, what do you call it? Self discipline, I guess. That's where that becomes relevant. If you wish you had $1,000,000, you can keep wishing for it or find ways to get it. At least find ways to get the next 100. Find ways to get a grand, turn that grand into 10, into 100, do that X amount of times, and boom. You know what I mean? There you go. You're well on your way to getting what you wish for. And here's the EMP with all the Christmas emojis. A Christmas wish. I wish I had this for Christmas. Yeah, who the fuck knows, dude? I just know I love Christmas season, and I'm fucking here for it. Besides that, yeah, I mean, that's as I was thinking that this morning, and then I read that kind of had me thinking. But then again, it's like, dude, I do this. I do fucking what I got to do. Got to go to work. Gots to go to work until I find myself where I don't have to. That's all right. I guess that turns into, is that manifesting? Does manifesting in the law of attraction, is that how far away from that is wishful thinking? I guess that kind of depends on your opinion. A lot of people have jaded opinions about just by saying the word manifest. Manifest. Man, shut up. That's not how it actually works. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't done it. Sometimes I have inadvertently. Is it wishful thinking? Is it purely wishful thinking? Maybe. But I guess if we're just going to go about this life, we should kind of operate in a state of wishful thinking. I don't know how contrary to realism is that. Is it better to be a wishful thinking idealist or a jaded, cynical realist? That depends. Who's happier, the idiot or the retard? Just questions I ask myself. Just questions I ask myself as I do what I got to do. But, evidently it's a meandering Monday out here. So let me see. Let me see this book. Since none of the morning readings really hit, either in my daily readings or in my main reading, I'm still reading that Iron Hope, James Lawrence. And I'm just, man, it's got me thinking like, damn, what could I even do a single triathlon? Let's say I had 20 hours. Let's just say I had 20 hours to do the whole thing. Let's just say I walked the 26.2 miles. How much would that take? How long would that take? I like walking. I don't like running. So if I'm going to enter triathlon mode or marathon mode, 26.2 miles. What's the average human pace? About 20 minutes a mile. So what's that? 26.2 times 20? 524 minutes divided by 60. It's 8.7 hours. 8.75 hours to just walk. That's a long that's a long fucking session. And it's funny, That should be easy enough, right? You just kind of start and keep going. I wonder what that would be like to voluntarily go on a 9-hour walk. How long until you're sick of it? Even though I enjoy it particularly. Some people think walking's dumb. Some people probably don't even enjoy it. I find it super awesome. Like, I think it's just a great thing to do, generally, without justification or a reason. Why do you like to walk? I just do. But 9 hours, 26.2 miles under one's feet, let alone the 112-mile bike ride, which is part of a triathlon. I forget what the swimming distance is. I can never remember what the swimming distance is, but that's a long time too. This dude's doing 50, 100 of them day after day after day after day. Yeah, it's wild. So then I feel tired and I feel like a bitch. Real simple. And then I tell myself I'm a bitch. And I'm sure there's some morning reading I had somewhere where it's like, be careful how you talk to yourself. Because how you talk to yourself is your body keeps the score and it's gonna remember that. And then I'm just like, fuck, I gotta go do a chest and arm day. No arms today, though, just chest. Just chest on this fine Monday. Anyway, as I'm meandering, because this is a meanderful Monday. Happy December. Let's go to my man Nassim Taleb. Here's the book. Can't really see it. The Bed of Procrustes. Aphorisms. Philosophical and practical aphorisms. This is the one where you're supposed to just pick 4 at random. No more than 4 a day, and they should be picked randomly. So let's go. Let's run this little experiment. What we got here? Open to a random page. We got fate is at its cruelest when a banker ends up in poverty. I don't know if that's I don't really know what to make of that. Fate is at its cruelest when a banker ends up in poverty. Well, shame on you, bankers. Shame on you, bankers. Bankers end up in poverty. When does a banker end up in poverty? When other people's money goes to shit because they got no money to work with? Well, I guess that's part of being in that industry, you know? If you're in the industry of a fucking money game and the money that you play the games with, you can't take a pinch for yourself. Is fate cruel? Fate can be very cruel. Thank you, Nicholas Nassim Taleb, for that one. Let's go to another one. How about another aphorism? The fastest way to become rich is to socialize with the poor. The fastest way to become poor is to socialize with the rich. It's counterintuitive to a lot of things I hear. Not too sure what to make of that one. The fastest way to become rich is to socialize with the poor. I don't know. Maybe implied in that is rich is a metaphor, or metaphorically rich. The fastest way to become poor is to socialize with the rich. Maybe that's a script flipping going on here. Interesting. That's all right. Let's go to another one. Just have some fun here. Never hire an A student unless it is to take exams. That's true. There's one I can get behind and understand pretty quickly, because people who get A's are typically those who learn how to get through the system. They get A's because that's how the system wants them to end up. A students? I was never much of an A student, only in English class. But English class wasn't often multiple choice anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Not sold so much on that, on the strength of the philosophical and practical aphorisms. But that's okay. They're meant to make us think. Maybe we'll chew on these today. Anyway, one more. Mistakes detected by copy editors are not likely to be noticed by readers, and vice versa. There's some wisdom in that. Copy editors are kind of oriented to look for mistakes. They're put in there solely for the express purpose of finding them. And sometimes most people, when they're reading copy, I guess copy is what? Like just any piece of written and produced and published writing. I think technically that's what they refer to as copy. Monday, Jerome Wright, we're spiraling. Nice. You guys are more lit than I am. I'm fucking struggling here. Mistakes detected by copy editors are not likely to be noticed by readers, and vice versa. Copy editors come in with the express intent to find flaws and holes and plug them up, and they come in with that red Sharpie of death that English teachers know and love so much. Whereas most people who are reading are just, I just want to read this nice thing. Maybe this will be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got too much for you, but you know what it is? You know what it is on this fine Monday? It is time. It is time to go. It is time to go hit a beautiful chest day, because that's what we do Monday. International Chest Day. Thanks for hanging out with me on this fine Monday morning. Monday. Good morning, be honest. That's me, Nikki, be honest. What is your theosophy? Bro, I'm not talking about theosophy at fucking 9 in the morning. That's the dark arts, bro. I don't fuck with the dark arts. No time for the dark arts out here, dude. I got time to fucking walk and ponder and read good things. Come out here and talk to the people. Go lift some weights. And we got to go to work, man. We got to do our things. But anyway, that's what I think, at least, as the host of this show. Good morning, be honest. That's me, Nikki Be Honest, on YouTube at BS with Be Honest. Goes out to Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, so on and so forth. You can find my music, heavy blues metal, NikkiBHannas.com, NikkiBHannas.bandcamp.com, Nikki B. Hannas on all streaming services. Other YouTube channel, Nikki B. Hannas, bunch of music on there, some music videos, backing track jam along series, which have been a lot of fun to make. It was about an hour's worth of just me ripping fucking lead guitar. Very enjoyable. It's all on Patreon, patreon.com/NikkiBHannas. One condensed feed of all my creative endeavors. Happy Monday, yo. Keep it real. Keep ripping. We love it out here. One love. Keep it real. I'm out of here. Happy Monday. Peace.